What's going on, YouTube? This is BB Sports Observer. You know what time it is. You know what it is. What's going on and everything. I'm kind of been silent. You know, on the whole chaos, on the whole thing lately. As far as yeah, I'm looking at this fool, this bigot that got me on TV, this racist, undercover racist. I'm gonna get to that in a minute here. This is the gist of my video. Um, there's been a lot of chaos, a lot of civil unrest going on because of the unjustable death of George Floyd. Everybody saw what happened. It was really inhumane, really, you know, unjust, as far as, what happened. And, I feel for his family, I big up to his bro, Steven Jackson, he's been holding it down as far as, making sure his family is good, making sure his family is straight through this, trying time. You know, it's just, I can't even watch the video, man, because the way they, you know, just justifiably murdered that man. And they murdered that man too. I don't care what nobody says, they murdered that man. In cold blood. In cold blood. And we as a people been going through this for 500 years. Through the slavery times of pre-World War II, to the segregation and Jim Crow laws of the Vietnam era, through the World War II, the Cuban Missile Crisis in the Vietnam era. You know, so it's just we've been going through it, man, for a very long time. In this whole police brutality thing with racism, we've been going through it X amount of times, X amount of years, decades, centuries, decades of just unjust, treated unfairly, being brutalized by police, being harassed by police, and we've seen everything, from all the civil rights civil rights from the 1960s, the Watts riots, through the racism of the Reagan era. They tried to use the Reagan era, the drugs to try to minimize us. They used the drug era and the Reagan era to minimize us. I'm gonna give a detailed, brief explanation. What's actually going on. The Reagan era, they used the drugs, the cocaine, the marijuana, the cocaine, and all that stuff to try to, minimize us. As far as like, if you minimize a race, you minimize a culture, they're no threat. And then, that led up to us getting incarcerated, us in the riots in the 1990s, especially the Rodney King verdict, And end of the day, I just see, all this. We're at a breaking point right now. We've been, unfairly unjust. We've been unfairly unjust. We've been unfairly criticized. We've been unfairly labeled throughout the years. I have, experienced racism myself. Just from observation to myself being pulled over by the cops and having my car, having myself unjustly searched, and the thing is, like, it's a powder keg right now, man. It's an undercover race war going on. And you see people like this loser right here inciting this. They use the media to actually get what they actually feel about us off their chest. They don't want to call us niggers. They don't want to call us niggers. They can't say that because they'll be politically incorrect, And you got this clown here on the right, he's one of these elitist conservatives that we're getting, as a race, he thinks he's superior. But then this clown right here ripped people off with bogus credit cards, and basically he's an undercover. He's a petty thief. He's basically a petty thief who still thinks he's walking around. He's better than he's better than everybody else. When in actuality, he's just a petty thief disguised as a conservative. See, here's the thing, man. You got all these people on here, all these conservatives, closet racists now coming out. They can say or do anything now because they're catching us at a most vulnerable point. They see us at each other's necks. They see us arguing over Jordans. They see us killing each other over Jordans. We're killing each other over clothes. We got too much ego going on in our community, man. We definitely got too much ego going on in our community. And it's like, okay, is it even worth killing each other over? Is it even worth, like, showing off, like, who got the biggest ride? Who got the best clothes? This guy is better than this guy because, he don't have this or he don't have that, or he's better than you because he acts a certain way and whatever. We as a race, a minority race, we as a community are divided right now. And I don't know what's this gonna do for us as far as like the climate and us as a culture, But we as people of minorities, whether it be Black, Hispanic, Asian, or whatever, it seemed like to me that us as the Black, as people of African Americans, we're easily influenced, man. We're easily influenced, and we put certain things and certain people on a pedestal instead of our own. And it's like we just fall easily, just being influenced. We're too easily influenced by whether it be an actor, athlete, MC, rapper, politician. We act like we're supposed to put our livelihood in their hands when we should put in ourselves first. You understand? And it's like, until we get out of that mindset, we're not going to go anywhere as a whole, We could have been decades ago built our own infrastructure, built our own government, to the point where we could have our own cities. We could have our own business, amongst ourselves. But, that can't happen because we got too many egos going around here, Too many egos, too many personal agendas, too many people that want to prove something, you know what I mean? And, excuse my language, but my thinking and yours, personality. But as far as I'm concerned, man, this has been going on for a while. The people that are against us, they're seeing us in a vulnerable state, and all the protests and all the rioting, they're using that as to attack us as a people, But like I said, man, it's up to us whether we go, either use this to, stay the same, or we take it upon ourselves to actually go out here and make a change. That's worth something. Go out here, put our egos aside, and make a change. But sadly, I don't see that happening. It's just I hate, just to be, speaking for our own people, putting our own people down. I hate that, but we're easily influenced to actually make an impact to what we can actually do. We can actually make an impact. We actually make a change, a fundamental change. We can stand up to all this oppression. We can stand up to all this racism. All this bigotry, all this prejudice. We can stand up to all that if we put our egos aside, We as African American people, we can actually do that. But, shout out to George Floyd and his family. Also, shout out to Sean Bell. Shout out to Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, all those who were unjustly murdered by the system, And I hope this is one of the most passionate, honest videos I've made yet. Hopefully somebody, hopefully my subscribers can tell me what you think, but later.